Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to solve absolute value equations. And we're just going to do it by example. Remember that absolute value means we can have negative and positive values inside these two bars. Just really quick, if I had something like, let's say this, okay, well, we know that this is equal to 3 because the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. However, x could have been negative 3 as well because on our number line, remember this is the distance from a number to 0. Well, negative 3 is 3 units from here to here. 3 is also 3 units. So this could be 3 or negative 3. Okay, so just quick reminder. Okay. With that in mind, okay, that means that for absolute value equation, we have to consider both the negative and the positive counterparts of this solution set. Okay, so when I'm solving this, I actually have to do two different ones. I have to do one that's negative and one that's positive. So I'm going to go ahead and show that right here. We're going to solve the positive one first. So what I do is I take the inside, x plus 4 over 3, and I set it equal to positive 2, and then I do it again, but I do it with the negative side. So it'd be x plus 4 over 3 equals negative 2. Okay, and I solve them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly here. Remember that when we're solving equations, we're trying to isolate the x. So in this example, I have to get rid of that 3 first. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 3, which gets rid of this. So now I have x plus 4 is equal to 6. Subtract 4. And so x is equal to 2. So that's my first part of the solution set. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, but now I'm going to do it with the negative 2. So again, multiply both sides by 3. So I have x plus 4 is equal to negative 6. Okay, subtract 4. So x turns out to becoming negative 10 in this one. Okay, so that means that for this problem, 2 and negative 10 are potential answers for this. So the last thing we need to do with this is we have to do a quick check. And by check, I mean plug in the answers and see if they work. Okay, so if I try the 2, I should get 2. Let's see. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 2 works. Okay, we're going to try it with negative 10. So negative 10 plus 4 over 3. Negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. Okay, and I'm sorry, we're taking the absolute value of that. So negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. However, since we're taking the absolute value, it does equal to 2. So both of these numbers are correct, which means that our answer is going to look like this. Negative 10, comma, 2, and we put the little curly braces because curly braces represent a list of all the possible elements. In this case, all the possible answers. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the next example. Okay, in this example, I went ahead and did another step further. The first example had our absolute value bars around our expression and nothing else. This one, however, has a plus 3. So we're not allowed to have that. We have to actually move the 3 first. So before I do any kind of solving, I'm going to move the 3, which means I have 2x minus 7 is equal to 7. Okay, now that I have the absolute value by itself with nothing in front, nothing underneath it or behind it, I can do the split. So I'm going to do 2x minus 7 is equal to positive 7 first. Let's solve that. Plus 7, plus 7. And I am doing the solving part pretty quickly. If you need to pause it and slow down, that's fine. Okay, so 2x is equal to 14. I divide both sides by 2. So x comes out to 7 in this first one. Okay. If I do the negative counterpart, 2x minus 7 equals negative 7. Okay. Just like before, I add 7, 2x is equal to 0 in this case. So when I divide by 2, that's just going to give me 0. Okay. So now I'm going to check it real quick. So let me write this over here so I can see it. So 2x minus 7 plus 3 equals 10. That was my original. Okay. So I'm going to do the check really quickly. So if I plug in 7 into this, okay, I'm going to have 2 times 7 minus 7 plus 3, and I want this to equal to 10. So let's see, 2 times 7 is 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. The absolute value of 7 is 7. So 7 plus 3 is 10. Oh, sorry, 10. So that one's good. Okay, now I'm going to do it with the 0. So again, 2 times 0 minus 7 and then plus 3. So 2 times 0, this is going to give me 0. 0 minus 7 is negative 7, so this one is negative 7. However, since I'm taking the absolute value, that makes it positive 7. So positive 7 plus 3 is also 10, which means that my answer is 0 and 7. And again, those curly braces represent all the potential elements of this solution set. Okay? That one was a little fast. If you do need to stop it and go back and kind of check my math, by all means, go ahead. I'll probably do a couple more videos with some more examples, okay?